Cancer, this is your forecast for the month of January 2018. This is a general reading for Cancer Sun, Cancer Rising, or Cancer Moon. For a more rounded overview, please watch your rising and moon sign. You can also join me on Facebook and Instagram for daily insights on tarot and astrology, as well as my pay-per-view channel, vimeo.com/thealchemistastrologer, where you can find on-demand pages for love, finance, and other readings. Your weekly readings will always be free here on YouTube, but if you'd like to support me on Patreon, I'm at patreon.com, The Alchemist Astrologer, and all of the information is in the description box. Now, the third week you have Temperance. So for some of you, there may be a connection to a Sagittarius person. For others of you, it's just the energy of the Temperance card, and perhaps there's some healing. Maybe there's recognition that you need to heal and move on from a negative situation, or you need to heal and recover from a physical situation. So this could be a week where you're coming in contact with a healer, or you are trying to strike a compromise with someone, and you may have to try to balance something between you and another person, or find more balance in your life. This is about compromising. And so there's recognition that to create a beneficial change, you may need to have an honest discussion with somebody. You may need to put your cards on the table, be frank, be honest, be direct, be assertive in order to get to a truth. Now, it's likely that perhaps if there have been some differences, you may not agree on everything. But the point is to compromise and try to find that middle ground, the common areas where you can agree. And you're going to feel better once everything is out in the open, especially if you are doing it in such a way where the other person doesn't take offense. So in certain cases, you're trying to use your judgment. You're trying to have a balanced viewpoint. And it could be an issue of timing is important, having the sense of proper timing, recognizing when the right time is to have this important conversation. And this is about not taking an extreme position. There could be some issues of compatibility or trying to merge differences. So you're going to have to accommodate, adapt this week. And, again, you're going to have to find that balance. And part of that may mean restraint in some way. It could be that you have been pushing something too far. You've been excessive in some way. Perhaps you need to move on from a situation because you've been tempted to stay chained to somebody or a circumstance that's not right for you. And you've been, telling yourself all the reasons why you're staying. And they sound good to you. You're selling yourself. But somewhere inside, you know that this is just some propaganda that you're generating, because a negative relationship is just a bad situation, or a habit is just a habit. So you may be making excuses for yourself that actually keep you from moving forward, and you're taking your talents for granted. Maybe you're not getting the recognition that you deserve. And you need to figure out how to compromise with something, how to find the right mix. What is it that people at a distance or the people in the larger world want from you? How can you create beneficial changes? Now, for some of you, this gets back to physicality. Maybe it's difficult for you to relax. You got to get your diet right, or the medication correct, or the balance in your routine properly set, because you may be susceptible to something mysterious or annoying, some form of illness, and you just can't get that mastered. This is also a time where you can connect to your spirit guides. Your dreams may be precognitive. So it's important that you recognize your intuition, though, rather than relying on your impulse. You may think it's being driven by your intuition, but instead, it's just your emotions taking over and pushing you toward a course of action. So if that's the case, you may say something or do something that goes too far. You may spend too much money. Maybe you buy something and then you regret that. So this is a week about your confidence and, having that sense of success, getting the recognition, or perhaps the need for more self-appreciation, more love, the need to take better care of yourself. It could be you've been pushing yourself too hard. You need to make some beneficial changes. You've been trying so hard to get recognition, or you suddenly realize that the demands you were placing on yourself were too great and that you were the only one with that expectation.